Welcome, travelers of Middle-earth and movie fans everywhere. The Lord of the Rings trilogy transported us to a world of courage, friendship, and adventure unlike anything we had seen before. But the real magic came from the incredible cast who brought J.R.R. Tolkien's timeless characters to life. Today, we invite you to test your memory and eye for legendary faces with our Then versus Now challenge, starring the unforgettable heroes, hobbits, elves, and villains of The Lord of the Rings. We start with the brave hobbit who carried the fate of the world on his shoulders. His blue eyes, curly hair, and quiet courage made him the beating heart of the story. With every step to Mount Doom, he showed us what true heroism means. 5 seconds. Can you name this ring bearer? That is Elijah Wood, who brought Frodo Baggins to life. At 44 in 2025, Elijah continues to act in films, produce indie favorites, and share his love of storytelling with fans. Frodo's determination and sacrifice turned him from a shy hobbit into one of cinema's greatest heroes. Next up, we have Frodo's loyal companion, whose strength and kindness shone even in the darkest moments. He faced fearsome spiders, boiling lava, and impossible odds for the sake of friendship and hope. 5 seconds. Do you recognize this steadfast friend? It is Sean Astin, the talented actor behind Samwise Gamgee. In 2025, Sean is 54 and beloved for roles in film, television, and as a voice actor. Sam's courage, loyalty, and simple wisdom made him the heart and soul of the journey. Now meet the hobbit whose appetite for adventure and second breakfast stole our hearts. From escaping ring wraiths to stealing the spotlight in every scene, his humor and heart made him a fan favorite. 5 seconds. Who is this mischievous hobbit? That is Dominic Monaghan, who played Merry Brandybuck. At 48, Dominic is still acting, hosting nature documentaries, and delighting fans at conventions. Merry's quick thinking and bravery during the Battle of Pelennor Fields showed just how much a hobbit can achieve. Alongside Merry was the ever-cheerful and loyal friend, whose love of ale and fun was matched only by his courage when it mattered most. 5 seconds. Recognize this charming soul? That is Billy Boyd, the actor behind Peregrine Pippin Took. In 2025, Billy is 57 and continues to act, sing, and tour with his band. Pippin's journey from comic relief to brave knight of Gondor gave the trilogy some of its most touching moments. Now let us meet the ranger from the north who became a king. With his sword in hand and wisdom in his heart, he united men, elves, and dwarves in the battle for Middle-earth. 5 seconds. Who is this heroic leader? Well, that is Viggo Mortensen, the actor who played Aragorn. Now 66, Viggo is an acclaimed actor, poet, and painter. His dedication to the role of Aragorn, from learning Elvish to doing his own stunts, made the character truly unforgettable. Aragorn's journey from Strider to King Elessar is one of cinema's most epic transformations. Beside Aragorn stood the wise elf with a bow as swift as the wind, and eyes that seemed to see into your soul. His agility and calm presence brought grace and power to every battle. 5 seconds. Can you name this legendary elf? It is Orlando Bloom, who brought Legolas to the screen. At 48, Orlando continues to act in blockbusters and dramas. Legolas's friendship with Gimli and his impossible archery skills became highlights of the films. Orlando's performance helped make elves the coolest warriors in Middle-earth. Now, the stubborn and hilarious dwarf whose rivalry with elves turned into one of the most beloved friendships in movie history. His battle axe and unforgettable one-liners made him an instant fan favorite. 5 seconds. Who is this axe-wielding hero? That is John Rhys Davies, who played Gimli, son of Glóin. At 81 in 2025, John remains active in film and voice acting. Gimli's bravery and humor balance the Fellowship, reminding us that courage often comes with a side of comic relief. The Fellowship would not have made it far without its wise and powerful guide. With a long white beard and a twinkle in his eye, he led the way through danger and darkness. 5 seconds. Can you name this wizard? That is Sir Ian McKellen, the legendary actor behind Gandalf. Now, 86, Ian continues to act, write, and advocate for the arts. Gandalf's wisdom, courage, and gentle humor made him a mentor to all of Middle-earth. McKellen's iconic voice and presence defined the role for a generation. Not all legends wear white robes. Here is the Steward of Gondor, whose struggle with pride and fear nearly brought ruin to his city. 5 seconds. Do you recognize this troubled ruler? That is... John Noble, who played Denethor. Now 76, John continues his acclaimed acting career in film and television. Denethor's complexity and tragic choices showed us the dangers of despair and the hope of redemption. Now, for one of the most beloved supporting characters. This actor gave voice to the most complex and tragic figure in fantasy cinema, a creature torn between darkness and a flicker of light. 5 seconds. Can you name this motion capture master? That is Andy Serkis, the man behind Gollum. At 61 in 2025, Andy is celebrated for his pioneering work in motion capture and directing. Gollum's tortured duality, his obsession with the ring, and his moments of heartbreak were brought to life by Serkis's incredible skill. Every great story needs a formidable enemy. The Dark Lord's chief servant, draped in black armor and a terrifying mask, sent chills down every spine. 5 seconds. Recognize this menacing presence? That is Sala Baker, who played Sauron and many stunt roles in the trilogy. Now 48, Sala continues to act and perform stunts in film and television. Not all friends wear hobbit feet. Here is the elven princess whose grace, wisdom, and unwavering hope guided the Fellowship. 5 seconds. Can you name this gentle soul? That is Liv Tyler, who played Arwen. At 48, Liv continues to act in film and television. Arwen's love for Aragorn and her courage in the face of sacrifice made her a powerful symbol of hope and endurance. So, how many Lord of the Rings legends did you recognize from their 2025 look? Share your score and your favorite transformation in the comments below. If you missed a few, there is always time for a second breakfast and a rewatch of this cinematic masterpiece. If you enjoyed this journey through movie history, be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow travelers. Stay tuned for more Then versus Now challenges, because legends may grow older, but their stories will always shine in the hearts of fans.